welcome to this week's Mind Fitness message. This week I wanted to talk about setbacks, because setbacks are something that can be very daunting to some of us when we want to, jump into a new goal, or, we've tried already to achieve a goal and we've relapsed. So setbacks are completely natural. They are part of the human nature process in change. So to understand this and to really wrap our minds around this can help us go forward, move forward, and go back towards that original goal that we had. So I want you to understand it in 5 stages. So when someone goes through change, they go through 5 stages. The first stage is pre-contemplation, where they're not even thinking about it. It's not even a thought in their little bubble that they would even think about achieving this. So whatever it might be. So let's talk about losing weight, for example. Someone who's in pre-contemplation, no, not even thinking about going to the gym, not even thinking about exercise. They enjoy where they're at. They like being lazy. They like being a couch potato. Fine. Once they enter contemplation, then they're actually starting to consider it. They're starting to think, I can see the benefits if I were to actually start exercising. I could see how this could maybe, it'll help me lose some weight and, maybe I'll feel better. And I know my doctor's telling me I have to. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I'll consider it. Then when they move into preparation stage, it's kind of like, all right, I have to do this. This is something I know I need to do. All right, fine. I'll start looking for some information. I'll start checking out some gyms. I'll start thinking about what I want to do. All right, let's get some information. Once you move into action stage, that's when you're ready. You go into the gym, you check it out, you're signing up, you're excited, you're ready to go. You're like, yes, I got this. I'm going to do this. This is awesome. I'm really excited. I finally am ready. That is the action stage. And then when we get into maintenance stage, that means we've been in action stage for about 6 months or more where we've actually been doing it. So we're really working out, we're going to the gym 3 times a week, we're running outside, we're eating healthy, we're doing whatever those action steps were, and we're consistently doing it for 6 months or more. So we're in that maintenance stage now. Now that last stage, which we don't really want to talk about, but it happens all the time, is relapse. So we were doing so good and then life happened. And, the kids got sick or got pregnant or lost my job or switched jobs or moved or something that shook up our world that now we've kind of fallen off the wagon. And when we relapse, we start to get really hard on ourselves. Like, I knew I couldn't do this. I knew I was just going to do it for a little bit and then I was going to fall off, and I knew this would never last. And, we start getting that mental game, those negative thoughts that bring us back to, I should never have done this to begin with. I knew it wasn't going to work. And that feeling of failure. So if this sounds like you, and it may not be fitness, it could be something else. It could be starting natural solutions to your healthcare. It could be trying to start to eat healthy. It could be, a new routine on finding your spirituality and starting to meditate. Whatever it is that you try to start a new journey on, most likely you went through those stages. And at some point, you've hit relapse. So understand that a setback is only a setback. It is temporary, and it's your choice to get your mind around that, to say, hey, these alarms are going off saying, okay, I've fallen off the wagon, and it's all right to get back on. And don't obsess over those 2 weeks that you fell off. It's okay. We have memory to remind us of what it felt like when we were doing good. We have the ability to remember those emotions and to remember those physiological and emotional and physical and every single process of our being that was enjoying it when we were in maintenance and action stage. We can remember that, and we can go back to those old steps. So take a step back as just a little reminder of what it was like to live your old life. And those little reminders will come often, some more frequently than others, of those beginning stages within that first couple years of making a huge lifestyle change. But they're just reminders. They're reminders of your old life. They're reminders of what you left behind. So it's important to write a journal and to keep note of what it feels like when you're in your glory and you're on top of the world and you're like, I love the fact that I'm doing these action steps. I love the fact that I'm exercising. I love the fact that I'm eating well. I love the fact that I meditate 3 times a week or every day or whatever it is. Keep a journal of that because it'll be important to go back to that when you have a setback. When you're experiencing one of those lulls where you've gone back to the old food or you've gone back to being lazy or you've gone back to not meditating, whatever it might be. So keep that journal. Remember, a setback is only a setback, and you can jump back on the wagon at any point and remind yourself of what life was like when you were living fully. Enjoy. I am hoping this finds you well, and we'll see you next week, and let me know how this week's challenge goes.